Hello, um, welcome to my channel. My name is Adelaide, and I am documenting how I'll be changing my life in 6 months. I'm sure most of you have seen those videos of those people who are like influencers who post saying they're changing their lives in 6 months, and or at least they claim to have changed their lives in 6 months. In 6 months, and to be fair, it seems to have worked for them, except I haven't seen any Ugandan, like a Ugandan who is doing the same, or someone from a third world country. So, but I really don't know why they call Uganda a third world country. I feel like we are not third world, but we could be. I don't know. Anyway, so since I have nothing to lose at the moment, and I have a feeling that there are other people like me who are Ugandans and they would like to change their lives in 6 months and they don't know if it's possible. So I'll be using an experiment with my own life to see if it can be changed in 6 months. So I'll be documenting my progress here, probably weekly or twice a week. So I'm not so sure. Like I mentioned in my first video, like I'm new to this whole YouTube thing, and literally I was never one person to do pictures. I don't like taking a lot of pictures, and I don't like posting a lot in all my social media things. So we'll just wait, but I'll be documenting it here. So I will be doing, basically I have things that I've put out in line that I'll be doing. I'll work on my social life, and I'll work on my finances. I will rekindle my hobbies, and also I plan on traveling more because I stay a lot in the house, and traveling is not really a Ugandan thing, especially for someone who is broke like me. Like I mentioned in my previous video, I have like a lot of debt. Then I'll be recording some of my hobbies, and socially. I don't know if this also applies to be on the social part, but I plan on improving my presence on social media, especially YouTube and on Facebook. I'm already there, but I rarely go on Facebook, especially YouTube and Instagram. I'm not really on TikTok though, because it's kind of addicting and I have issues with that addiction. So for my finances, as I mentioned in my first video, the very first video, the get to know me video, as I mentioned in my first video, I'm going to be watching Susan Wanjuku. She's a Kenyan YouTuber. She's pretty good, really. She's so good. She explains finances so well. So I'm going to be using some of her tips, and I'll come back here in my next video. I'll be posting to explain more on the tips. I'll be using some of her tips to work on clearing my debt, and then I will also start reading these self-help books, these Rich Dad, Poor Dad, The Richest Man in Babylon. Currently, I'm reading The Richest Man in Babylon, and I'm going to include some of the things I learned from there into what I'm doing daily to see how it goes, if it really works. So I'm reading The Richest Man in Babylon currently, and actually, I can say I've read it all, and it's quite interesting. So I'm going to be implying some of the advice that the richest man in Babylon gives. to those people, see if it works. Then I'm also going to, I will set out issues with my shop, because how do you do finances without a source of income? So I have a shop, or maybe I should say had a shop, but currently I have some issues with it. That's a story for another day. Maybe if I get time, I can document and say what's happening with the shop. But I have issues with the shop, so I'm going to try to clear out the issues with the shop. And then after I've sorted it, I'll start applying what I've learned onto, when I start earning daily, I'll start applying what I've learned in the business aspect of it. And then of course I'll have to clear off my debt, starting from, I'll make part of a payment this month, so it will take, within the 6 months I'll have to clear off my debt. And then I will have to increase my source of income, most likely in the agriculture bit of it. My boyfriend and I have a chicken thing. It's mostly my thing. Okay, he provided the money to start it up, because he knew I loved it. So I'll be doing that, and I'll see how it goes. I'll also branch out in other animals like goats. I've always wanted to raise goats, so I'm going to try raising more goats and see how that goes. Then I will, that's basically it for the social life. That is, watch more Susan Wanjoku, and maybe pay her for her time. I mean, if she's giving me something that helps me, why not? Watch Susan Wanjoku, practice what the books, the financial books do, clear up my debts and launch into agriculture to increase my source of income. Then socially, I plan on growing. My target is just getting even 1,000 subscribers for YouTube, if it's possible to get 1,000 subscribers for YouTube within 6 months. I don't think it's possible, but anyway, it's never a bad thing to dream, so I'll work on that. And then I will be going out with friends more. I don't really have a lot of friends. Literally, I was writing down the list of my friends, and I found I have 10, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 friends. So I will be visiting them more, and maybe go out to events. But what am I lying? Anyway, I'll visit my friends more often, at least one friend each month or two per month, and see, reconnect with them. Then increase my presence on Instagram, which reminds me, please go and follow me on Instagram. I go by AfroHub MK. Then for my hobbies, I'll start drawing more. I'll start drawing again. I used to draw, and then I stopped after I was diagnosed with bipolar. It has been hard for me to have that kind of concentration to draw. Turns out I used to really draw so much because I was manic, and right now I just don't have the will to draw. But then I'll start going back into drawing, and I'll practice with other mediums of art, because I've never really used water paint before. So I'll do more water paint and watch maybe, and then I want to also branch out in things like knitting, still call knitting, crocheting. People these days call it crocheting. So I'm going to do more crocheting. I actually started making a blanket for myself, then I stopped. So I'm going to pick that up again. And after I've made a blanket, maybe I'll make a dress. And of course, I will come back here to show you guys my progress on my hobbies and my social life and everything. I'll be documenting everything here. Then I'm going to read more books because I love reading books, but this time it will be books with sense. Not just I'll probably read for just for just, but I'll try to read more books that bring something into my life. I plan on reading at least 4 books each month, which makes it 4 times 6 is what? That is about 28 books in 6 months. So, and then also I want to start doing more of cooking. I love cooking, especially if it's delicious meals. So I don't know. I'll try cooking dishes of other cultures. Um, they are like there's this Ethiopian food that dish that I've always wanted to try out called Dorowat. So I'm going to try doing Dorowat, and then and other dishes, of course, the Kenyan dishes. But I feel Ugandans have the best dishes, so we'll see about that. And then also I hope to travel to at least Rwanda. I want to travel outside of Uganda. Within the 6 months, I want to travel outside of Uganda at least once. So that is what I plan. That is what I plan on doing for the next 6 months, improving on my next 6 months to improve in such areas of my life and see if I can go from broke broken. What do they call people who don't like going out a lot? Broken. I really have forgotten the word. Broken antisocial. No. I'm a social person. I just don't interact a lot with people. So I want to see if I can move from broke and an introvert. But I can never be an extrovert. No. And see if I can move from being broke and depending on my mom, because literally that woman has done a lot for me, to being independent and happier with myself. And that's all for this video. So if you would like to see someone from a third world country try out this challenge and succeed in life, maybe you should consider subscribing and hit the notification bell and maybe like my video, please. Thank you.